today's crystal ball reading. So today, for my miniature crystal ball, so I don't even quite see it. Maybe it's a bit more in shot like that. We do have some cards as well. At my mum's house right now, so change of scenery. So we have love cards. We have Akashic, Sufi Wisdom, and Angel, Seraph Angels. I'm very well, I hope you are well. Micah says all's current feelings and next actions, okay? Feelings don't seem to have changed, so they do seem quite, still very prominent, still very vibrant. It still feels like there's a general long-term intention that doesn't come with like a specific plan of engagement or this or that, but still a long-term commitment. Hello, Sid. Hey, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. And I think the beautiful things are the plants around me, but thank you very, very much. Yes, so it's a mobile stream. I may be talking a little bit too quietly. I'm further away from the phone than I usually am. I don't quite know how I could fix that really. Maybe if I move the cards onto the table, maybe I can sit a bit closer. But I don't want to move all of these plants. I don't want to be like rude and move all of the plants. I don't know. I'm a bit closer. Is that better? Is that better? I will move them. No, just redecorating now. Okay. So it should be maybe a little bit easier to hear now. I hope. Ashes Force Me today says AA. Yeah, we're getting positive, like kind of what you may have been up to, thinking about you, like what you might be doing, how you might be feeling, and things like that. Sid, what was the white cross I saw earlier in my room? Okay. This is a protective symbol from the archangels. Kieran says, what's going on with my friends Emi's, Maggie's career? Okay. Well, I would explain it as maybe like a plateau. Like there's difficulty in going up a little bit more here, so I would say plateau. And Mecca says, will I go to our friend's wedding this month and how will it go? I get a yes to you going, and I get a yes to it going very well, so have a nice time. AA says, how does Asha feel or think after talking to me yesterday? Yeah, I feel like there's just an increase in positivity, an increase in vibrant energy, So it feels nice. Damini, hello. I'm Tom. I'm on break this week. Way, good for you. That's really, really great. So hopefully I can catch you. So yes. Maybe. Let me see the time. Yeah, so there will be a members. So it's Sunday today, but the rest of this month, there's going to be a member stream every day. So if you're a member, you can look forward to that. And Maya, love card from the person you're thinking about. Okay, they are. You have open yourself to others. This is how you will create new friendships and attract a loving relationship. Very nice. Opening up, being a bit more open. We can If we are hurt, we can close that heart chakra, Elizabeth, or put a guard up, so we shouldn't do that. Kieran says she's facing issues in her career. Facing issues. Yes, I'm really sorry to read that. Mary says, what can I expect to come up in regards to finances? So we're looking at like maybe a specific month or time that your finances will increase a little bit, something like that, you know. Would you ask more specific questions for the crystal ball? But let me try to look and see a month where maybe the abundant energy increases a little bit and see if we can see that. I actually get August, so that's a little bit of a long wait, I'm really sorry to say. So it says, when will my old friend Jay speak to me again? Okay. Feels like about 3.5 months. My says love card from the other person. Yes. There you are. Oh, you have letting go. If someone leaves you confused more than comforted, you need to reassess their access to you. So how are they making you feel? Are they making you feel comforted, or are they making you feel a little bit confused? Reassess how much access they get to you based on how they leave you feeling, you know, because I think that is like a huge part for a relationship, is the person you feel that you are when you're with that person, you know? AA says, what does Asha love about me? I'm getting a lot of positive personality traits come through. I do feel a very deep connection. Like, I'm getting a lot of positive personality traits, you know, like generosity, humour, things like that come through. Maya says Akashic, yes, and it's been a long time since we had Akashic. So, Maya, you have the Divine Physician. So, the Divine Physician can be two things. It can be that you are on a healing journey yourself, whether that's mental, physical, or spiritual, and that you're going to come to the right modality to heal yourself. So, if you're looking for the right mental health healing, or the right physical health healing, or the right spiritual health healing, you're going to come to a point where you find that right thing that you need. But also, the Divine Physician can suggest that you yourself have healing abilities as well. So you might have some healing energy to tap into as well. Love card from Megha, of course. They are. And it says, reaching your goal. Everything you want from this connection will manifest in the near future. Okay, so there's a positive omen about the connection, you know? Maybe it's not perfect right now, but maybe these things will manifest in the future. Domini says, peace, current feelings towards me. I get a strong magnetic pull, like feeling very close, or wanting to get closer. That's the kind of energy I feel. Kieran says, what does Emmy's Maggie need to do for her career betterment? Okay. Yeah, so we're looking at similar field but different company is kind of the energy that's coming up. A romance card from Mary, of course. There we are. Oh, you have free yourself. You don't need to be in control of everything for a love relationship to be successful. Free yourself. Yeah, I think sometimes we pressure ourselves a little bit too much to be too perfect. You know, we have to be perfect in order to find that person. But the right person will love you, even with some faults, you know, and hold space for you to heal a little bit, you know. AA says Ali's thoughts for me today. Yeah, I'm guessing a little bit more fleeting energy with these thoughts, like you haven't really been on the mind too much, but there has been a little bit like you coming in, maybe something that reminds Ali of you, that triggers a little thought of you, but not like daydreaming on it too much, you know. Sufi wisdom for Maya. Here we are. So we have Dawn of Love. Love is rising on the horizon of your life. Very nice. I'm sure you got a similar one last time. I keep this is what. Oh yeah. So what cards? So we don't have too many today. We have the Seraph Soul Angels. We have Akashic, very demanded for. We have Love, and we have Sufi Wisdom. I'm pretty sure that's all I have today, so I just have 4. I am not in my usual space, so I do apologise for that. That's why I bought Crystal Ball, because I thought, you know, at least you can ask as many questions as you like. It's my miniature crystal ball, but it works. And keep today's card of your choice. So we will go with, I'm going to do you a Seraph Soul because I haven't done one today yet. And I'm getting a pinky vibe from Ankita today. Because pinky vibe. Let's see. Oh, I was thinking more like a paler pink. Oh, there we go. That's a good one. So we have belonging, opportunity, Archangel Raziel. That magical and mystical world is right in front of your eyes. Take your blinkers off and trust that Archangel Raziel is boosting your natural psychic abilities so that you can tune in and trust the messages that you have been given. When you start talking more about your spiritual pathway and meeting more like-minded people, you will find that more and more opportunities and doors will open for you, and a great sense of belonging will finally unfold. And I think that is the case, you know, and that's what I talk about, like having online communities, having in-person communities, having friends of similar interests if you can, if you're lucky enough, because, you know, being in that energy of all those other people, it really does open doors. So, Aces, any spiritual guidance for me? Let's do you a Seraph Soul as well. Let's do you a Seraph Soul. Feeling more maybe like a yellowish colour for you. Maybe yellowy orangey. Oh. Yes. It fell out, so it must be for you. So it is positivity, Archangel Jophiel. So there's the picture. Creation. Close your eyes and think of something that makes you smile. Focus on that smile, that happiness. Laugh if you want to. Does it feel good? Although a bit crazy? See, you can do it. You, yes, you have just begun a new positive way of thinking and have created on your own a good, happy feeling. Archangel Jophiel is bringing more sunshine into your life and reminding you that you are in control of your self-belief and self-confidence. Every day has a beautiful, peaceful and magical sunrise, and if there is a cloud in the sky, you can now envision this sunshine in your own mind's eye. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I like that one. I don't think I've ever pulled that for anyone else before. Oh, Maya says Angel as well. Okay, Angel. For Maya? Maya, I'm feeling a little bit maybe more bluish. Oh no, I feel this one. We have Illumination, Archangel Metatron. Knowledge. This is a light bulb moment, imminent, whereby you will suddenly realise and understand something that has been evading you for some time. Trust that this illumination is for your greater good, as it's coming directly from a connection with the divine to your higher self from a previous life. With the assistance of Archangel Metatron, all will become revealed and balance and harmony will be restored. Very nice. Oh, it kind of shone like blue there, but it's quite a white image. But that looked nice. That looked good. Mega says, do you see if R is still flirting around with other women? Okay. I guess a yes on that, unfortunately. I'm really sorry to say. Maya says, well, Eric the Gemini will reach out soon for romance. He is quiet in silence. Okay. I'm guessing a no on that, actually. I'm really sorry. I'm guessing a no. If you are new, so I haven't really been over this. So if you are new, everyone in here is like regulars. So if you are new, I'm Venus. This is Secret Frequencies, and we do readings like this all the time. Today we have miniature crystal ball because I'm not in my usual abode. But yeah, so crystal ball, tarot, pendulum, bone readings coming up, flower readings, past, present, and love, past, present, and future love readings, and also channelings as well. Tons of different types of readings, so feel free to subscribe and join us. And for this, if you are new, I do appreciate your full name and date of birth with your question, but you can go ahead and ask if you don't want to put that. I will still try. I just feel it's a little bit more accurate to have that information. So yes, I'm behind in the chat, so just have patience for me to get to you. If you're super urgent for your question to be answered, you can send a super chat. I'm very open to that. I answer them straight away. And any super stickers or anything, support to the channel is greatly appreciated, and shout out to the members as well, because that's really appreciated as well. If you have not liked the video yet, please do like it, and we'll get back on with questions. So Stella says, will Derek learn his soul lessons when he come back towards me, and have he been doing inner work on themselves for our relationship? Okay, so will he have learned his lessons, and has he been doing his inner work before he comes back? Okay. So I do get yes on some inner work. I do feel like there's been some inner work being done, but I wouldn't 100% say fully worked on himself. You know, like I mean, I know we talk about it here. You know, there's just such thing as perfection as such, but I think there's still a little bit to go with that work. And Tamini says yes, better. I hope that's the sound. I mean, is the music too quiet? Because I can turn that up. I don't know. I think my voice is a little bit more important. But yeah, let me know. And Kita says, after the interview today, how does the interviewer think of me? I couldn't answer some of the questions, although some more to that. Well, let's see. We'll see what they think of you. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a very positive energy with how they think of you. The only thing I would say is there does seem to be some preferences in other, like with other people, a little bit like someone else is a bit more of a preference. So that's unfortunate, but there's no negative feelings towards you. So best of luck to you, of course. Praying and hoping and willing. Thank you guys for saying it's better. I appreciate that. Maya says, well, Samuel noticed the friends were the ones he was laughing with me and he kind of replaced me have an energy of no abundance and that they are kind of boring. Okay, so they don't have a lot of abundance and they're boring. Will he notice that? Okay. Sorry. I'm getting a no on that, actually. I'm getting a no on that. AA says, will there be improvement between Asha and my connection soon? Okay. So I feel like it's possible. I feel like it's more like maybe, I would say 4 months, maybe 4.5 month kind of time frame. So when you think soon, I want to say no, but then I don't want to give a complete no because I do feel like in some time it could be, but just not soon. Damini, Tanya, hello. Damini, card of my choice. I don't have many, I'm so sorry. So let's do a Sufi wisdom for you. There you are. So your one says, slow down to relax. Break to enjoy the beauty around you. And it's kind of one of those messages, and I know I always say this is very generic, spiritual guidance is, you know, be present in this current moment, always try to be present. But we do worry so much about the past and stress so much about the future that actually even very simple generic messages like that can, sometimes we need that, you know, sometimes we just need that reminder. It's very, you know, simple. We know it, it's in our heads, but we just need the reminder of it. So yeah, be present in this current moment, you know. Tanya, card of my choice again. So for Tanya, I think I'll do you an angel card, Tanya. That's okay with you. So guys, I have Akashic, I have love, I didn't show that one. I have love and Sufi wisdom. So it's Angel, Akashic, Love, Sufi Wisdom. I do not have a lot. So going to do an Angel for Tanya. And I'm feeling kind of like... Actually, I feel drawn to... I was going to say orange, but I'm drawn to this one. So, Breathe, Archangel Metatron. Creation. And breathe. This is the dawn of a beautiful and magical new day, where the possibilities are endless. You're in charge of your destiny with a renewed energy. A newfound sense of calm and tranquility is with you, as is Archangel Metatron, providing balance and harmony to your life. Trust in the magic of new beginnings. Very nice. So it's Breathe with Archangel Metatron for Tanya. But yeah, if you just want another card, it's Akashic, Love, and Sufi Wisdom. That's what I have. Stala. Was the reading done for me earlier today? The man who was mentioned, was it Derek she was talking about? Oh, okay, let's check. I'm actually getting a yes from that, so interesting. I don't know what she said, but I'm guessing yes. And Kita says, will I be selected in an interview in FS&M and Co? Okay. I'm guessing high probability on it, so I do want to say like at least 70%, you know? I would say yes, I think it's a high probability. Best of luck to you. Tanya says, is it cold there? It's the UK. It's cold. It's always cold here. we have a little bit of a summer, which is really nice, but the rest of the year is very cold. Yes, it's always pretty cold. And Mankita says, should I choose 2 more article ships in Base & Co. or FS and M and Co. or any other? Okay, let's see if we get any prominent energy between those two, and then we can maybe see if there's a different one. If not, okay. FS and M is actually coming up more prominent there, so that might be the good one to go for. Mecca, if I go to the wedding with what will his friends think of my looks and personality? I will meet them first time. Well, I hope you have a wonderful time. Weddings are great, so I'm sure it will be great, but let's check. Yeah, overall I do get a really positive energy with it. I would say just really be stepping out into your, those big throat chakra energies, very social energies, But yeah, it seems like it could be great. Jasmine says, hi lovely, my daughter has a boyfriend now. Oh, what do my guides say I should keep an eye out for with her, or will they make smart decisions? Okay. So overall, I am getting smart decisions. I'm not getting anything come through at the moment that's really bad or really of concern. But one thing I would say is just being maybe a bit extra aware, a bit extra vigilant. Just in case you do see any signs that maybe the path's slipping a little bit away from this good decision kind of path. Just be a little bit aware and things like that, and we can always check back on different things about them. But I hope it's great. I hope it's really lovely. That's nice. Tanya says, when will I meet my next boyfriend? Okay. I'm guessing July next year for you. I'm guessing July. Maya says, Samuel Aries is feeling good without me, okay? Yeah, I do get a yes on that. I feel like sometimes there's effort put into that, and especially the beginning of the breakup, I would say there's a lot of effort put into that. But I feel like more and more although there's still a place in his heart for you and he does still care about you, I feel more and more he feels positive about moving on and feels more like this was the right step and the right path, basically. Tam, is it Thanksgiving here in the States? Oh, it is. Wait, I thought Thanksgiving was the 27th. But you say you are thankful for me. Oh, sorry, I missed the point of that. I'm thankful for you, and you know what? We don't really celebrate Thanksgiving here as such, like a day like that. But I'm so thankful for all of you, so much. I mean, shout out, especially to you guys, members. I really appreciate that. Heart Chakra members, you'll have another crystal ball coming up this week, and just all members will have bone reading and crystal ball and things like that coming up very soon. But yeah, that's really sweet. Tom, thank you. So a love card for Jamini, okay? We are. So it says, take your power back. You are giving someone control over how you feel. Your happiness should only depend on you. So yeah, sometimes we can do that. It's nice to amalgamate into a relationship where we feel like we really fit into that person's life, and that's really nice. But there definitely needs to be something that's like some level of individuality, maybe something you only do on your own, whether that's like a hobby or a book that you read or a show that you binge or whatever it might be. Taking your own power back, doing something that's, just in the divine feminine or divine masculine, wherever you are at. But yeah, I do think it's needed. Tam says, will I meet a new romantic interest this year? So there's a possibility of it just seems a little bit low. I would say more around 40% mark for this year. It seems to kind of increase towards like as we're getting past December really. So I would say next year's more prominent, but I wouldn't say that there's no possibility at all for this year. Thank you for the likes, I greatly appreciate that. Haven't been on for very long, so I really do appreciate that. And Tanya says, is Angela jealous of me? Okay, I hope not. There's a little bit of energy coming up there, so I'm really sorry to say that. That's not great. Protect yourself from that. Maya says, this is Elizabeth, feel less than me. I feel she wants to draw people's attention to her and look like a winner. Okay, so kind of like, yeah, feeling a bit like less than you, maybe trying to level up from you a little bit, maybe. That energy just come through a little bit as well. I'm really sorry about that. I'm really sorry to say that. So guys, if you are new, I'm Venus. This is Secret Frequencies. We do readings like this all the time, so you can check my channel for the different types of readings that I do. But today we are doing crystal ball, a very miniature crystal ball. I have some cards, but not many. So I have my angel cards, and I have my Akashic, and I have love, and I have Sufi wisdom, and that's all I have. I'm so sorry. You're not spoiled today, but yeah, I apologize. So you can choose between those. You can ask specific questions, and please leave your full name and date of birth if you are new. It helps me to connect with your energy. If you don't want to leave that, that's fine, but it may not be as accurate as an answer, but I will still do it for you. Akita says, is Jyoti again, just like before with A, or maintaining boundaries? Okay, I feel like there's a little bit of an attempt to maintain boundaries. I do feel a little bit, but I would mostly lean to being just like before, unfortunately. I'm very sorry to say that. Mecca says, will I meet R again? When will I meet R again? I was going to say, yes, of course you will. When, okay. I feel like it'll be like 1.5 weeks, perhaps. I'm Sterling Silva. Is Jay going to message me? Thank you. Thank you for the name. Is Jay going to message me? Okay. Is Jay going to message you? Okay. So I'm getting quite a low chance on that. So I wouldn't say no. I don't think that there's no chance. But I do think that there's quite a low chance on that. Unfortunately, I'm quite sorry to say that. But yeah, sorry, I have to say what I see, guys. I apologise. Akita says, does Em miss me? And will she contact again, and by when? So 100% initially straight away getting yes to missing you. Contacting again, it looks pretty unlikely, unfortunately. It doesn't look very prominent. So I'm really sorry to say that. It's very low prominence at the moment. Tanya says, what does my Professor MD think about me and my work, or me as a person overall? Okay. Yeah, there is quite a positive feeling towards you, like neutral positive, if that makes sense. You know, like probably I would say this would be a general feeling to like most people in your position, if that makes sense. But about your work, I feel like there's a very kind of hopeful and feeling quite um like I'd say slightly impressed, but mostly hopeful. Like you know, like that kind of knowledge that you can do really well. You know, like belief in you. Oh no, we have a troll. Let me just block this person for a moment. Goodbye. So Maya, as Aries noticed that the girlfriend of our male friend is very unfaithful and bad person. Okay. That's a good no on that actually. My cat says, what will R's parents think of me at the wedding? I feel like feeling a bit better about you. It's almost like getting a little bit more of a rounded picture of you because they're spending more time with you again there, which I feel like it might be needed, you know, to spend just a little bit more time together. Tanya says to say, I have romantic feelings for me or S. I'm feeling a little bit on both, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say that. Maya says, what can I do so Eric Gemini can come back to me? I think he is jealous. So you want this person back. Okay, let's see. So yeah, of course you can do some manifestation, you know, we can always work on things like that, but it does really seem like this person is going to try to come back in about a month, 4 weeks, you know, that around that time. So we're not necessarily saying you need to do too much, but you could do manifestations and things to hone in on that path, you know. Akashic from Magha, of course. So our Akashic today. Oh, we have the King of Keys. So this is very interesting. This is very nice. This is like it's a really positive male person in your life path. So male person with very strong masculine energy, you know. And generally they help on your root chakra path, specifically home usually. So it could be about moving house, moving a location if you want to move abroad, you know, having some kind of help in moving abroad or staying abroad for a while or moving just home in general, getting a mortgage, you know, if you've already decided where you want to live. It does really revolve around the home setting, physical home. It can sometimes be about work, very, very rarely, but it is usually linked to the home. And it's a male, so it doesn't necessarily mean like this is the guy, you'll move in with this guy, or he'll move in with you, or you'll get this place together with this guy. It can be a romantic person, and that can be the case, but sometimes the male figure is someone who just helps you. You know, like it could be a father, it could be, I don't know, some kind of someone who helps you in that sector, you know, like a solicitor or something like that, you know. Um, but generally someone very, very helpful and trusting who is a male. Maya says, does Samuel see me as a winner? A winner, okay. Yes, I'm actually getting a yes on that. Akisha for Ankita. You have reflection. Reflection. So, you know, it's nice, it's calm, it's still, the waters are very still. There's not a lot of movement going on, but that doesn't mean that it's negative, that's not a bad thing, you know? So, generally with this, it's more about, we go through these phases of being like super in our social energy, like our social battery is super full. We can talk, we can go out, talk, do, you know, whatever public things we want, gatherings, social things, and our social battery doesn't really run out. But with this one, it's more like you might find your social battery draining a little bit easier, a little bit quicker. You might want that time to recharge, just be on your own, be in your own space a little bit more frequently. You might just find that you need that. But so it's very hermit mode, you know, the hermit tarot. But it's very much about going within. There's a lot of meditation involved when we get this card. It can be prioritizing things, you know, organizing things, planning things, contemplating things, and meditating on things. But not really an action stage, not really necessarily action, just thinking, planning, and taking time with oneself. Tony says he met a girl at my yoga class. What was her first impression about me? Her name initial is S. Okay. Yeah, I get quite positive. I get quite positive energy here, so it seems like something good could come of this. Maya, Eric Gemini thinks my ex Samuel Aries has feelings for me. Okay, I get a no on that actually. Mecca says, will I drive myself at the wedding, or some of my family will drop me off at the venue? Okay. I think more likely like someone dropping you off at the venue actually. Daniela, will there be an engagement between us, Daniela and Roberto? Okay, let me double check on this. Unfortunately, do you feel like the possibility of this, the prominence of this is pretty low? So I'm really sorry to say that. I wouldn't say no, but I just feel like it's really low. John, hello. Damini, PC's current feelings. Okay. I feel like there's quite a bit of like pride and confidence in you. It feels quite nice, so it feels quite good to be honest. Sash girl, hello, welcome. Is returning to me this year? Okay. I'm getting a no to this year, unfortunately. I'm really sorry to say that. Tanya says, oh my gosh, do my cats Luna and Leo find me annoying? I trouble them a lot, like in a loving way. Oh, I don't want to check just in case they do. No, I'm sure they don't, but let's check. Let me see. No, I would say no. Pets are really funny like that though, especially cats. John says, what was Caden's most recent thought of me? Okay. Seems to be a little bit of like a memory of I think it's like playing a game and remembering playing that game with you. Did you get that? But yeah, just kind of a fleeting memory of remembering playing that game with you. Jasmine, I did some analysing over my love path. Have my guides been informed of my decision, or were they right there when I made my decision? Okay. Yeah, I feel like there was a few right there when you made the decision, but then others have been informed. So it's a little bit of both, you know, because of the spirit team, because of how many we have. Mecca says Sufi wisdom. There you are. And you have listen to advice. Guidance is needed to cross the ocean of life. So you know, it's interesting because you know I suppose that's why we come to readings and things like that, to get a bit of advice or confirmation or whatever it might be. But also, you know, if you're asking your friends, family, and things like that for advice on certain situations, really do make sure you're taking that advice at this time. You know, and sometimes it can be more important to go with our own intuition over advice. But when we get a card like that, you may be coming across some quite good and positive advice. Pasta, hello and welcome. Aslila, hello. Tanya says, Acacia card. Okay. It's been a while, I know, I'm so sorry. Okay. So you have the King of Roses. So the King of Roses is quite nice. So the roses generally, we're looking at love here. So we are seeing this divine masculine energy coming onto your path. And generally that will be a partner you know, a male partner for you. We can still draw this card if you're male or female, or, you know, of bisexual, gay, whatever it might be. You can still draw this card, but it generally is like the person of the sexual attracted to coming into your life path, you know. But yeah, so the King of Roses, very divine masculine energy. Someone highly positive, like probably at your level, and you know, like you don't need to drag them up too much. Like them, you're not really trying to push them, motivate them, get them to work on themselves. They're kind of already doing their own thing and at the same level as you, at least, you know. Positive omen for love. Sag Girl says, if I reach out to will he visit me? I get a yes on that. Pasta says you are so beautiful. Well, thank you. You know, I kind of appreciate the random compliments much more than the random trolls, so I'm just going to take that. Thank you very much. Kira, oh my gosh, it's been so long. It's so nice to see you. Sag Girl, is PHC going to visit me this year? Okay. It feels like a small, I wouldn't say no, but a small possibility. But yeah, it feels like a small possibility. Maya, which type of person do Eric and Gemini see me? It feels a little bit like intimidated, a little bit like you're really strong and confident. There's a bit of intimidation, but mostly I would say positive. As Leela, what is Adrian thinking about me? Does he have any feelings towards me? Yeah, there's definitely an attraction. There's definitely some quite strong, you know, like magnetic attraction as well as physical attraction. I do feel like that is quite strong. Um, and thinking about you, I would still say thinking about you. It doesn't feel super frequent, but I would say yes. Kira, should I walk away from my current situation? Yes, I'm guessing a yes on that, unfortunately. Jan says, what are Caden's thoughts and feelings and intentions regarding me? I wouldn't say there's too much change on this at the moment. There isn't really too much focus on it or desire or anything like that. Eslila, is Lee planning to contact me soon? I don't feel super soon. I wouldn't say it would be too long, but yeah, I would say yes ultimately. Silent Silver says why Jay like my social media picture. Yeah, there is a little bit of attraction there. Tanya says, what impression do I give off to other people? Yeah, it's really a difficult one to say because, of course, it's very subjective. You know, it's like we all have different opinions, so it's really hard to kind of like hone in on what impression you give to like a multitude of people because everyone is going to think differently. I do feel like generally there's a positive consensus, you know, but yeah, everyone's different, so you can't really say that. Jasmine says, am I right about my dream analysis? Oh, let's see. Yes, I guess a yes on that. So I'm interested in that because, like, you know, as you know, like dream interpretation is something that I do, and so I'm interested to read your findings. You know, what did you think things symbolized? Tanya, is it possible to get the number of how many people like me romantically? Okay, yes. I get two, so I get two for that. Maya, as which type of person sees my ex Samuel Aries? Which type of person? Do you mean like which type of person is he dating right now? I'm not really sure on that question, Maya. I'm sorry. Jen says, why was crashing out on the 22nd after she came back? Did something happen during the trip that upset her, or is it mostly because she isn't getting what she wanted out of it, aka commitment? Okay. Yeah, I would definitely say there's still some level of expectations. Like, I don't think I feel like she's quite happy in what she's getting, but I do feel like sometimes yeah, sometimes it's kind of like pushing a little bit more for that next level, I guess. So yeah, I agree with you. Kind of do agree with you. Sterling says, is Jay spreading rumors about me to his friends or homies, saying I'm down? Okay, okay. I get a yes on that, I'm sorry to say. Barney says, sing 15:15 and 11:55. 6666. I received my message. I hope you all have a great day. Oh, so just letting us know about the angel numbers. Very, very nice. Yeah, so that's really interesting. Yeah, that's really nice to see. Some different meanings there. So you're getting basically like a 3 and a 6 in numerology. So we're also getting positive frequencies, like in the solfeggio frequency, or multiples of 3. Very, very nice. Ankita, hello. Maya, it's Eric the Gemini, have feelings for you, okay? I feel like there's something there, there's some level of attraction, you know, it's quite small, but I do feel it. Ankita! Thank you so much. So Ankita has rejoined as a member, so that's amazing, that's lovely to see. I really appreciate the support. And yeah, like I said, we'll be scheduling this week's member streams really soon. Maya, my Eric Gemini doesn't want to reach me soon for romance, okay? I just feel like there's more interest elsewhere. I feel like there isn't super too much interest on you, you know? Oh, bear with me. Eslila, how do you see January for me? So it's still, guys, it's kind of a broad, you know. So if you say like, how do you see this month? How do you see this year coming? How do you see things financially? How do you see things in love? It's too broad of a question. So when I do like a one-on-one reading with someone, they can ask me something like that, and I do a full reading, which takes half an hour. I can't spend, you know, we have like 20 people here, sometimes more. I can't spend half an hour with every single person doing a full reading because it would just take way too much time. So if you are after a full in-depth reading, please check the description. My website is there, it's secretfrequencies.com/shop. So the link is there. There's also my Facebook, email, and Discord, which are the 3 best ways to private message me if you have any questions or queries or anything like that. And just check out the website. So there's different things that I do. There is Reiki, sound healing, and cleanses. There are spells like love and money, and there's also all different types of readings. We have the ordinary readings like pendulum, crystal ball, tarot, things like that. But sometimes we do have, you know, candle wax reading, bone reading, flower reading, things that are a little bit more obscure, that might be a bit different to you, a bit new. So Jan, oh yeah, and please like the video if you haven't liked it already. I greatly appreciate being a 24 right now. But I'm probably only going to be on for like 10 more minutes, so please, if you haven't liked it, please do click like. Jan, I call Keaton keeping tabs on me on the 22nd. Why is he randomly now caring about how I'm doing and what I'm doing? Okay. Yeah, there's a little bit of curiosity peeking in, and maybe it's linked to you actually being able to keep distance, or maybe it's linked to not wishing like the happy birthday. But just feel like there is a bit of curiosity creeping in, on like, oh, what is she doing? What's she up to? Things like that, you know. And Daniela, now we're friends. Will we fall in love with each other? Okay, let's see. I do feel the possibility. So I feel the possibility, you know, there's something to this connection. It's a little bit deeper than a normal platonic connection. So I feel like there's something that could occur here, but it's not super prominent, you know. It's not like on your main timeline, your main path. Um, Rani Seema, I'm so sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Please feel free to correct me in the chat. I really apologize if I pronounce it wrong. And why am I finding it so hard to move on from BA, Gemini, and not through lack of trying? I am a Taurus. Okay, so why are you finding it so hard? Okay. Yeah, it does feel like there's a bit of a karmic bond here. So there is a karmic lesson that you haven't quite learned together, which is why you are brought together again. So it probably will be quite difficult, like more difficult than usual. But do bear in mind that generally it takes half of the length of the relationship to get over the relationship. So if you're in like a 1 year relationship, it will take 6 months to get over. So, you know, try if you must. I think it's fine to try, if you fully know that you're committed to moving on. But it can be difficult, We're attached to people for such a long time. Maybe a cord cutting could help, cord cutting, cleansing, things like that. That can really help, And I used to always do that. Well, I do always do that after breakups. I do like a full cord cutting and cleansing because I don't want to be holding on to that energy for any longer than I need to, Ella, hello, welcome. Ella, yes. Oh, thank you. Yes, I was supposed to reply to you yesterday, so thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. I'm so sorry. I did intend to reply to you yesterday, actually. Shami? I'm so sorry. Am I saying that right? Shami, will Harry Kashan reunite with you? Okay, I will check. I'm so sorry for pronouncing the names wrong, but let me check. So it feels like there's a possibility there. I would say like maybe like 40%, So this is something maybe you could work on manifesting, but it doesn't look like it's in your like really prominent path at the moment, I'm sorry to say. Dominique says so true. Maya says, Eric the Gemini spying on me? Okay. I guess a good no on that one. Awakening presence. Hello, I'm very well. I hope you are well. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Ella says a love card for Andrea and I, of course. There we are. So you have love your shadow. Accept and work with the flaws in yourself so you can learn to accept others as they are. Which, I really agree with this card because I really feel like people always think that they need to be like perfect before they get into a relationship. And you definitely have to work on yourself to a certain degree because you shouldn't be putting pressure or stress or responsibility on someone else, if you're in a bad place. But you're never going to be perfect, and so someone should accept you with some flaws, some amount of flaws, because there's always going to be, that little bit of working on yourself going on. So yeah, love your own shadow, and don't feel like other people cannot love you because of that. But yeah, I suppose it doesn't directly link to Andrea, so let's pull another one for Ella. There we are. So we have overthinking as well. Playing negative scenarios in your head is creating issues which weren't there at first. So it's not to say that if something negative happens, don't focus on it and think about it, because of course that's okay. But when you're overplaying those scenarios where they haven't actually happened yet, but I'm just thinking that something really bad's going to happen for no reason, Diminutive stage generic messages are definitely needed, especially a stubborn person like me, and I overthink, overanalyze. So definitely it's important to be present. I know, and I really appreciate them as well, because it's like when you get out of meditation for a little bit, and someone's like, "Oh, you just need to meditate," as their advice, and at first you're thinking like, that's so like basic advice. Like, why are they thinking to tell me that? But then I'm thinking, actually, I haven't meditated in a few days, so they're absolutely right. I really did need that message, Jan says, how long was Emma's trip to see Caden? Like, how many days was she over there? Okay. So I'm guessing 5. I'm guessing 5 come through. Aussie. I'm not so sure how I'm saying that. Let me see. Aussie. I don't know what. Can I just say Aussie? It's OSIMSTOJ. I'm not sure where the gaps are supposed to be in this name, so I'm so sorry. I'm not sure what I'm calling you here, but you say hello from Serbia, hello from the UK. Really nice to see you. Can you tell me when I get this job that I had an interview for today? Okay, when you get it, okay? Yeah, I'm guessing like 3 to 4 days. 3 to 4 days, so that's great. Best of luck to you. Jasmine says, was the person who put the information up about human design purposely put there by my guides and serves as what I need to be confident and move forward with my spiritual gifts? Yes, I get a yes on that. Maya, if I talk with Eric, will things improve? Yes, yes, I get a yes. Pooja, hello, welcome. It's so nice to see you. So, I actually do have to go. I have to go. So, what I will do, I'll scroll through if you haven't had any questions answered yet, or you're on you and you haven't had any questions answered yet. I will just quickly do that. But yeah, I am going to jump off in just a moment. But it's lovely to have an hour to connect with you guys. I'm sure that I will connect with you tomorrow, at least with the members anyway. I'm sure that I will. So let's see. Pusha says, did I really see Jesus in my dreams? And if yes, what was the meaning in it? Okay. Yes. So I'm guessing a yes, and this is very much about, Jesus represents like Christ consciousness, which is a kind of a level of consciousness and kind of morality, I suppose, that we want to obtain. And it's really closely connected with Sirius as well, if you're a Sirius starseed as well. And not to go too much into these things, but the Atlas comet is very linked with the Syrian starseeds as well. So a lot of us are having things to do with Jesus, Christ consciousness, and anything kind of like that, is coming up at the moment surrounding this Atlas comet and the Syrians who are a bit connected. Jay Black says, love from South Africa. Mwah, love from the UK. Very nice to see you here. Estelila, I noticed that I have a bad luck with money. Actually, people don't want to give my money back. Why is that? Do I have any blockages? Once for a few years, I always someone who drains. Yeah, so, this is the issue as well when we're too giving, because actually, everything is a cycle. So like love energy is a cycle. If you give out too much love, you can block it in coming back. If you give out too much of something, there needs to be a balance in what you're receiving back and what you're giving. So if you're giving too much before there's some coming back, if that makes sense, it's like a cycle. So when you're giving, you can block in what's the balance that's supposed to receive back basically. And one thing as well is we always forget that, if we treat someone really badly, we get bad karma. But when you treat yourself badly, you also get bad karma. You get bad karma for doing bad things to yourself as well. So you really do need to think about that. And so if you're, putting yourself in a situation where then you're owed a lot of money because you're giving too much away, you're actually giving yourself a little bit of bad karma there. So I would say a big cleanse on the root chakra, really big cleanse on the root chakra, I would say. Maybe even a bit of an abundance spell. Rani Seema, love card, yes, of course. It's lovely to see you, but do believe you are new. There we are. So you have difficulties. Jealousy from others may serve as obstacles to the success of the connection. And you have to be careful. Jealousy or very strong negative emotions can serve as a psychic attack, even if it is unintentional. That can come through to you psychically and, mess up your aura or your third eye or anything like that. And that can cause issues with you. Almost similar to like a curse or black magic, but not quite as strong. Luckily, it can be worked on. But you do have to be careful, Your lucky number is 777. Yeah, I think angel numbers are some of our favourites here as spiritual people, Ankita, are you planning some special stream for New Year or Year's End? Yes! So I kind of missed because, I was going through some difficult time over Halloween. I really missed doing what I wanted to do on Halloween. I wanted to explore somewhere haunted and use a spirit box. I wanted to do some Halloween themed streams, more bone reading. I didn't really get to do that, unfortunately. So definitely going to be doing Christmas themed, and something for the new year. Yes, 100%. I don't see why not. that would be amazing. Probably like something, I don't know, well, yeah, around those times. We'll see. But yeah, that'd be amazing. Naeem says those are very nice cacti. Well, they're not mine. I can't take credit for them, but I appreciate that. I love them as well. That's why I decided to have them in the background here today. Oh, Janine Malloy, you're so sweet. Pooja doing Akashic Tarot. I know you haven't had many today, but I really do have to jump off. So you have the Sands of Time. So you do have a divine timing as at work on your life path, but there also may be an opportunity that you have to grasp quite quickly. This still doesn't mean to get scammed. You still have to do your due diligence, of course, but there might be an opportunity that you have to snatch up quite quickly. There might only be a few people who are able to take the opportunity, or there might be a time frame on that opportunity. So just make sure you're looking out for the positive opportunities. Seema Rani, or Seema Rainey, Rani, I think. Does B ever remember me in a positive manner, or does he regret? I do get regret. I do get regret coming through, yes. I would say yes. You're very welcome. Of course you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Anka Haven, hello, welcome. Oh, it's lovely to see you. Do you have a connection to Aaron Mack? Let me see this. I'm getting a yes on that. I'm not getting really strong energy come through, so I don't know how strong that connection is, but I am getting a yes to there being some kind of connection. Tanya says, extremely grateful that I came across your page. I'm extremely grateful to see you in so many streams. It means so much to me. And thank you so much. Miss Venus, hello and welcome. So yeah, so I'm going, Miss Venus, maybe if you've asked one question, I can answer it. Sagittal says, I need a money spell. Please, yeah, just check out my website in the description of the video. All of my spell sessions, everything like that, is at very, very reasonably priced. Anka Haven, you're so welcome. I can't wait to connect with you very soon. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, I would love to maybe interview you for this channel if you would be up for that. I don't want to say too much whilst I'm on here in case there's things that I mean, you have a YouTube channel, but just in case there's things you don't want me to say. But it would be really nice to like interview you and post it on this channel. I think that would be great. So Ankita, what are you asking here? Will I get attracted to other religion if I join that FSNM? Will there be people of my community there? Or will there be people in your religion and community there? Yeah, it doesn't seem like very many, but it does seem like yes. And Sterling Silver, does the guy on my mind think I'm pretty? Okay. Yes, I do get a yes on that as well. So yeah, it's been amazing to connect with you. I feel like we've got through quite a lot of the messages, so yeah, that's really great. Yeah, everyone that I need to connect with off stream, I will connect with you guys, and I will be back on. I'm pretty sure I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back very, very soon. So we got a yes about your job interview. I didn't know how to say your name, but this person from Serbia, we did get a yes for you. So if you have not liked the video yet, please do like it as you jump out. The more likes on the video, the more likely I will be to keep coming back with the same type of video. So think of it like your vote. If you want more crystal balls, please vote now for crystal balls. So do like the video and subscribe if you are new. But yeah, that's it for today. So love, light and blessings. Wait, let me just do one more for Miss Venus. Okay. For Miss Venus, there you are. Since you're my soul sister. Let go of the need to control, allow the situation to unfold naturally. So maybe if you are doing a bit too much focus on manifestation, affirmation and things like that, it might be good to just step back a little bit and let the universe carry those energies. And Keita, thank you very much. Listening very intently, remembering the amount of days I said as well. I really appreciate you. But yeah, so love, light, and blessings to each of you. Really, really hope to see you very, very soon. Hopefully tomorrow. But I will, like I said, I know I said yesterday, but I will schedule more streams for the rest of the week. So love, light, and blessings.